Hi, I'm Sonia and I help people take their power back. If you're interested in what I'm up to, check out the description below and be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. In this video, I want to talk about why I gave up on trying to figure out what was going to make me happy. And this is a journey that I'm currently still kind of on, changing this perspective in my life, but it's at the point now where it's pretty much my default and it's working for me, and I'm really glad that I have made this shift in my life. When I am filming this video, it is May 22nd, 2024. I know this video is coming out in December and I'm filming way ahead of time, but at this moment, I have given up on trying to figure out what makes me happy, meaning when I first found the law of assumption, when I first found the law of attraction, I first started to question my life and my decisions after my dad had a unexpected liver transplant in 2016. And I got into personal development, and then I ended up finding manifestation and doing therapy and like all kinds of shit. And I realized that I was not happy doing what I was doing, but I did not know what I wanted to do or what I would be doing otherwise. And I had this belief system of, if I could just know what I wanted, then I could make it happen for myself. And I have kept that up until recently. I would say in the past, it's been less than 6 months, probably since like January. So the past like 4-5 months, I'm over that shit. I'm over having to have the details and the perfect vision and all that kind of shit, which is really interesting because, as I talked about last month in videos that I filmed yesterday I did my first daydreaming session with my friend Carrie, and it's the first time that I have let myself truly go to a distinct end of what I want like a dream day in my life to look like. But what I found for me, and what works best for me, and what makes my stress and anxiety go away, which is fucking wild because I was such a micromanager and had to have everything figured out 1,000 steps ahead of me. What works best for me is going more general. Isn't it wonderful? Everything's perfect. When I first got on YouTube, I figured that coaching came with it. I actually started to want to be a coach when my law of attraction coach wanted me to be a coach for them. And then I said no to that in like, I don't remember. When was that? It was 2021. And so I went on a adventure wanting to be a coach, wanting to help people. And then in 2023, when I got on YouTube, I figured that's what I was doing. I was, gonna talk about manifesting and coach people because that's what people who speak on the law do. They coach people. And I started doing that, and it made me extremely unhappy. And I quit doing that. And that, when I got off of TikTok and I got off of YouTube in March, it was like the end of February, beginning of March of 2024, that was when I started to realize I don't know what would make me happy. I don't know what the answer to that is. I don't have this is what I want to do. I don't know. And I had to allow myself for that to be okay and be like, okay, you know what? I trust, because I've used it before and things have gone in a way I've liked it to go, Isn't it wonderful? Everything's perfect. That was the shifting point between law of attraction and law of assumption. Was law of attraction was just like, let it go and let things happen. And I wasn't in the place for that to be a fucking thing. And it did not work for me. I needed the details. And the whole this or something better and leave it to the universe shit. Oh, was that anxiety inducing. It was a fucking nightmare. That does not work for me either. That perspective is not good for me. If that works for you, don't listen to me and change your beliefs and your perspective because it doesn't work for me. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I just wanted to share this experience in case somebody else is going through something similar. Maybe they can come up with, something I say can help them. That's why I want to speak on my experience, because I know that my experience is different than other people's. Everybody's experience is different. Your experience is unique to you. That's why I always say, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm not telling you that this is the answer to all your problems, but maybe something I say will click something in you that gives you the answers. And that's my true goal by coming on here and sharing this shit. But when I found law of assumption and I found Neville and realized I can get extremely specific and get exactly what I want, how I want it, all the things. I have full control. That was when I was able to start taking my power back. And was like, okay, it's all me. That was power to me. That's what helped me to start to understand it. But then as I started to understand it, I just saw everything that was wrong and that I wanted to change. And that was where I had to back the fuck off and go to, isn't it wonderful? Everything's perfect. And then things started to change. And then I went back to trying to micromanage a little bit. And that wasn't a bad thing. And it's balance. It's figuring out where I am right now and how I need to do shit right now that's best for me. When I decided I wanted to get on YouTube, it was harping on me. I want to start a YouTube channel. I want to start a YouTube channel. I want to be a YouTuber. Do you really want to be a YouTuber? Is that really how I want to, all the things. And until I sat down with myself and said, okay, are you doing this or not? I was like, I don't know. Should I do it? Should I not do it? And I got fucking tired of that debate in my head. And I decided, if I'm on my deathbed and I don't do this, I'm gonna regret it. So what's the fucking harm in telling myself I'm a YouTuber and seeing what happens? And I'm really glad that I did that. That has been one of the best decisions that I've ever made. It was a huge shifting point in me understanding manifesting, because I went all in on just, I'm a YouTuber. And I told myself that for a few weeks. And then all of a sudden I was making YouTube videos. As I'm filming this, like I said, it's May 22nd, 2024. June 1st is going to be my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. It was this time last year when I was telling myself that shit. And it's insane how much I have learned from that decision and all the experiences I have gotten to have, because I decided I was going to let myself do the thing that I wanted to do. I was going to allow it to be a possibility that I could be a YouTuber. I allowed myself to be happy with something that I wanted to try doing. As I went, the vision I thought I held for it didn't click, and it just didn't work for me. So I had to let it the fuck go. And it was scary, because it's like, if I'm not coaching, then what the fuck, why am I doing? Like, what am I doing? And that's when I realized I truly do just want to make videos and share them with people. And it was a couple weeks later, going back to, isn't it wonderful? Letting things unfold and letting them be shown to me instead of me trying to figure it the fuck out, that I decided to write a book that I had already started writing when I first started my YouTube channel, which I'm working on and finishing now, which is Take Your Power Back, a new perspective on manifestation, that I'm going to probably publish June 1st. At this moment, I don't know that that's for sure what's going to happen, but that's my plan. Like I said, I know it's December when you're seeing this, but this is what I want to be doing in this moment. I want to film this video. I want to say this, and I trust that there's a reason for that. I trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. I trust that you're going to see this video at the perfect fucking moment for you. And there's nothing left for me to figure out other than to be present and live my life and be happy now. There's nothing to figure out. I know where I'm going. I know everything's perfect. But that came from me stopping trying to figure out what was going to make me happy. I never, ever, ever, ever would have thought writing books would be something that would make me happy and be as easy and enjoyable as writing this book has been. And I have no idea what happens when I put it out, and I honestly don't give a fuck. I don't care if no one reads it. The fact that I will be able to tell people that I published a book is cool enough for me. I don't care if people read it. I don't care if people like it. It doesn't matter to me. I have had the best time writing it and putting it together. And that is an experience I've never had before. There's no expectation for it, and it's fucking crazy. I did it because it made me happy right now. This came, again, like I said, from stopping trying to figure out, okay, well, you have to be doing something, and like, what will make you happy, and what fits and checks all the boxes, and I let that all fucking go. Because I couldn't do it anymore. I've tried, like I said, 2016. It's like 8 years. 8 years of me trying to figure it out, and I was finally ready to let it the fuck go. And I'm really glad that I did, and I trust myself more than I've ever trusted myself, and I have even more so stepped into the journey of me learning about me. At the moment, just recently, in the past, I don't know, week or so, I've decided at least at the moment, I'm not going to listen to other teachers and people speaking on this topic. I'm going all in on me learning about myself. And I know part of the reason that I want to be filming videos 7 months ahead of time is because I would not be comfortable sharing this video tomorrow. It would be a big stretch for me, but sharing this video feels really good, and it feels really good that I'm going to be 7 months into my journey before anybody sees it. Everything is perfect. I completely trust the process. I know I'm going to have everything I've ever wanted, and that life is truly magical. And that came from me going on a journey of finding myself. And even though I didn't know that that's what I was doing in 2016, when I started to question shit was when things started to change. And things have been changing. It was slower change, and I didn't know change, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I got where I am now. I am so grateful for all of it. I am so grateful for all of you who are still watching this video 14 minutes in. And I just hope that my experience and my perspective can help other people who are where I was and are trying to figure this shit out and just want things to be better. Because I get it. I just wanted things to be better. I didn't understand that it just came down to the choice of deciding that things could be better and that they would get better and that they are better now. That it was all me. I was creating my own misery in so many ways that I didn't see, but I see it now. And that came from me never giving up and just keeping going. meeting myself where I was and allowing things to be what they were and what they are in the eternal now that is all that exists. Until I was ready to meet myself where I was and stop trying to beat myself up about the past and, beat myself up about the future. Honestly, that's kind of what it was. And just, be in this moment, present with myself and what I need right now, has made all the difference in my life. I'm very grateful that I stopped trying to figure out what would make me happy and chose to just be happy, and that happiness was a possibility for me. I was chasing happiness when the truth of the matter was it was right in front of my face all along. Choosing to be happy now, choosing to do things in a way that makes me happy now, letting go of shit that doesn't make me happy and putting my perspective on things that do make me happy. And yeah, when I have done that, there has been a level of being extremely uncomfortable. When I quit coaching and I quit TikTok, it was uncomfortable. It was the same when I quit grooming dogs. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do otherwise, but I can no longer do this. And the longer I hold on to it, I'm just making myself miserable. It all comes down to you meeting yourself where you are and taking care of what you need to take care of. Taking care of you. This is where I tell people, if you need to work with a therapist or somebody to help you figure that shit out, there is no shame in doing that. The longer you put off what you need to do, you are creating the misery for yourself in your inaction. At least that has been my experience. And now that I know that, and I know what that feels like, and I know what the signs around that are, I don't do it anymore. This has always been about me learning about me. And the more I learn about me, the better I can take care of me. I'm the only person who can take care of me. It's no one else's responsibility to take care of me. And until you are ready to take care of you and fill your own cup and understand yourself, you're never going to be able to understand anybody else. Because all you're doing is coming from your belief systems that you've never questioned if you even truly want to accept that as true in the first place. Everything is what you tell yourself that it is. Things work how you tell yourself that they work. And what's possible for you is exactly what you believe is possible for you. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And like I said, the more I've gone on this journey and made it about learning about myself, that's where I realized I can just be happy now. I can focus on happiness. I can focus on, isn't it wonderful? Everything's perfect. And the path will be shown to me. But that takes a lot of trust and a lot of faith and a lot of success with things that made me comfortable in doing that. Made me comfortable in doing it, and also just was like, I have to take this leap of faith. Because I can't keep doing what I'm doing right now. And until you're ready to take that leap, just keep going. Just keep going. That is the biggest advice I have, is just keep going. The answers you are looking for will show up as long as you are open to them showing up. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light.